Okay, here's what you need. You need an Xbox controller, white. Then you need one that's black, that way no one's offended. This guy for adult supervision. You need your 1000-watt dimmer. And then you need a box for your dimmer. Then you need some extension cords. Then lastly, very important, you need beer. Must be 21 or older to consume alcohol. Okay, let's first start with our electrical cord. We're going to unwrap it and we're going to take the female end of the cord, go in from that about 2.5, 3 feet, and we're going to use our pizza cutter and attempt to cut it. This is obviously not going to work, so get rid of that and we'll just use scissors. And at this point, we're going to strip our electrical cord, revealing the neutral, hot, and ground. Moving on to the junction box, we'll now take out 2 of the conduit knockouts, 1 from each side. This way, we'll have an entrance passageway for our wires. Alright, at this point, we're going to take our 2 ends electrical cord, feed them through the back of the box, out the front, take our 1000-watt dimmer, and just randomly thread the cords together. And don't worry about electrical tape because that shit's overrated. And then finally, we're going to grab some random tape and just tape everything together, and that's about it, with the exception of one more step. We want to then grab a pot of water and submerge the device, ensuring that all electrical contacts are wet. Simply plug it in and then watch what happens. Okay, seriously, don't do any of this. If you thought about doing any of this the way I've showed you, then you should just stop watching the video right now. Okay, just in case if you're a total retard, do not plug the cord in while you're working on it. Okay, we're going to take 2 zip ties and feed them through the available holes in the base plate. You can actually drill holes in the base plate, but these 2 work fine. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to use these zip ties and they're going to anchor down our cords inside the actual box. And the actual purpose for this is to alleviate the pressure on the electrical connections inside the box. That way, when you move your cords around, you won't actually be yanking on the physical connections. At this point, remove any excess from the zip ties. Then line up the back of the base plate with your junction box, being cautious not to pinch your electrical cord. Supply with your junction box kit. There should be 2 long bolts used to secure the base plate to the actual box. Carefully line them up and then use a Phillips screwdriver to tighten them down. Now it's time to wire the dimmer. The side without the ground goes to the light. The side with the ground goes to the outlet. We'll start with the black wire or hot wire on the dimmer. Then connect it to the black wire on the extension cord. Since it's very hard to see what's actually going on through video, here's a photo to make life easier. When connecting your wires together using the wing caps, ensure the connections are not loose and no wires are exposed. And remember, I am not an electrician. If you have any questions at this point, contact an expert. Okay, moving on. Once you have verified there is no exposed wire, use electrical tape around the base of the wing caps to further insulate the connections. When finished, place the dimmer inside the junction box by gently pulling the electrical cord to remove the excess slack from the inside of the box. Also provided with the dimmer are 2 screws used for attaching both devices together. Align the screws in the provided holes and tighten with a Phillips screwdriver. Not required, but aesthetically pleasing. Install a switch plate for a completed look. Alright, I'm not going to bother explaining this last bit because it's pretty much self-explanatory. But when you're done with this, you have a fully functional 1000-watt dimmer. I'll be using this dimmer with the Lowell Tota. These inexpensive lights are extremely versatile and powerful. When dimmed, they become orange and require blue gel to correct the color. Unfortunately, these lights have a slot for an umbrella or a gel frame and can only accommodate one or the other. But here's a trick. Slide the umbrella between the light and the mount. Then use a medium binder clip and attach it to the gel frame. The umbrella stays in place nicely due to a screw on the light's body. Now we're ready to completely control our light. With this setup, we can produce a silky soft dimmable light. Which leads us to one problem. What should we use as a test subject to display our dimmer? Eureka!
Pyramid, a monumental structure made from empty cans of beer with a square or triangular base and sloping sides that meet in a point at the top. And remember, always drink responsibly.
What's up, guys? I got more videos here and there. You should watch it. Ball and beer everywhere. Don't make a beer made in one night. Subscribe. Ooh, Honey Boo Boo is coming on. Let me turn that up.